Hey everybody, Ed Casper here, back for another video, and be sure to hit the like and subscribe here on our channel. We'll be doing videos as we go through the springtime and summer, getting ready for the 2021 crop. Been getting quite a few phone calls lately, which is great. I love that. That's why I put my number at the end of the videos. Feel free to just give me a shout. If I've got time to talk, I'll talk. If not, just try me back a little bit later. Just don't leave a voicemail because I'm not going to listen to it. But a lot of what we've been talking about is the market has been going up, and then blink of an eye, so have a whole bunch of inputs. And there goes your profit margin. And a conversation that I've been having with almost every caller is the bottom line and what do we need, what don't we need, how are we going to go about this? And there's been a couple of reoccurring themes, and once I start seeing reoccurring themes, then I know it's time to make a YouTube video. And what I talk to these guys about, what I tell them is, there's a few examples. Number one is, how much water should you drink per day? And that answer is 8 glasses of water. That's what has been pushed on me since I was a kid. And when you look it up, when you really dive into the details, there's no scientific background, there's no scientific proof that that's the number. And no one knows where that came from. But 8 glasses a day. Now I'm 6'6", 230 pounds. My daughter is 10 years old. She's 5'5", 90 pounds. And we're both supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Got a little problem with that. Jewelry. If a young man's going to buy an engagement ring, how much does he spend? Well, 3 months' salary, that's what you're supposed to spend on an engagement ring. Do you know where that came from? Yeah, the jewelry companies. Do you remember back Halloween time when hospitals would open up and you could x-ray your Halloween candy because someone put razor blades in Halloween candy, and to prove you're a good parent, you could go to the hospital and have your candy x-rayed to prove there was no razor blades or needles in it. There is not one documented case in the United States of America of that ever happening. But somehow it got picked up and run with to the point where hospitals were opening up and you could go x-ray your candy. Think about that, x-ray your candy. Like you couldn't look at it and know that, but that's a different story. The other one is orange juice. Orange juice just kind of, the orange growers got together and said, we need to get into the breakfast market. How do we do it? How about oranges and sugar? And there you go. Orange juice is a breakfast staple. And hats off to them. God bless them. You have to find ways to get out in front of your customers. My point is, when we're looking at higher prices on the board and higher potential to go higher, and the inputs are chasing us, we have to, as my ex-wife would say, come to Jesus and say, what really matters here? What is pushing the bottom line? What is moving the needle? What's having an impact? When someone stops in and says, well, I've got this 2x2 product and it's super duper and it's got traces of molybdenum and copper, what are you spending your money on? Is it an amount that's going to move the needle, or is it just something that they're pushing and you get a warm fuzzy feeling? That's for you to decide, not me. Obviously, you found me on YouTube, so while you're here searching around, I might have brought this up in other videos, but go search Lou Holtz, the former coach at Notre Dame. There are videos of him speaking to businesses after his coaching career was over, and he's just an amazing person. And whether you like Notre Dame or you don't like Notre Dame, I could care less. That's not the point. The point is, this guy's been successful everywhere he's gone. And he has overcome obstacles and hardships, the likes of which I hope I never have to encounter. And one of his stories is he finally made it up through the ranks and became a head coach at a school called William and Mary. And one of his first games coaching, if the first game, was against West Virginia, who at the time was coached by Bobby Bowden, the Florida State Bobby Bowden. So later when you would watch Notre Dame, Florida State, and Lou Holtz and Bobby Bowden, shit, them guys have been friends for 30 years, So anyhow, that's his first game, and he invites family, friends, the milkman, you name it, everybody under the sun. They all are invited to come to his first game coaching. And West Virginia beats him up pretty bad. Runs the score up on him a little bit. So the game's over, they meet in midfield, shake hands, and Lou Holtz says to his old friend, Bobby Bowden, he says, how could you do that to me? How could you run up the score in front of my family and friends and everyone else, and I finally became a head coach? How could you do that to me? And Bobby Bowden says, it's your job to hold the score down, not mine. And walked away. When you're dealing with people from precision planting dealerships, the co-op, chemical companies, seed dealers are the worst. I know, I are one. It's not their job to keep your bottom line profitable. It's yours. So just be careful out there. And when they're talking to you about this product or that product, or it can do this, or we should do that, I want you to think back on 8 glasses of water, 3 months' salary, orange juice, and Halloween candy. What is the reason we're doing this? What is the impact on the bottom line? And is this going to make sense to the profitability of my operation? A good friend of mine always said, is that guy someone who's going to bid up your equipment on your bankruptcy auction? Because if he's not, screw him. And what he's saying is, if I go dead broke and we've got to have an auction, most everybody's just going to show up and wring their hands and look for a pennies on the dollar discounts and steal things away, because it's my tough luck. There's a few people who are genuine friends. They might stop in and try to throw a few ghost bids in there to get you a couple more bucks. There's very few of those people around. The rest of them probably take you to the cleaners. So with that, thanks for watching. Same as always, be careful, be wise. Feel free to give me a call, 309-208-0117. And with that, we'll see you soon. Thanks.